The first part of this webcast series covered how to gain business intelligence from social media. You saw examples of how to map conversation volume to sales, how to gain competitive intelligence, and gauge audience feedback on product features. What I'm covering here is how to apply these social insights to your business. Mapping insights to business functions and units is the first step. For example, your customer support team might need to be involved to ensure your online reputation is maintained or increased, or to leverage advocates and communities to help reduce customer support costs. Additionally, your research and product development teams might be needed to leverage product feedback and suggestions. Another team like marketing and sales might need to be involved to leverage competitive data and improve promotional campaigns. You need to get together teams from the business units to share insights, describe implications, and also ensure buy-in across the organization and keep everyone in sync. You'd need to decide the operational team structure. Will it be a centralized model, a hub and spoke model? This depends on your organization structure, its culture, and its size. The next step is to ask a number of questions, such as who within the teams would be responsible for creating processes to leverage these insights? What will be the roles? What would be the tasks? How many people would be involved? How many internal processes would need to be refined, or maybe new processes need to be created? Similarly, where would this communication be done? What would be the communication channels? Where will internal communications take place? Other questions like when would these new processes be in place? Or how would people do these tasks? What training needs to be provided to them? Essentially, you need to define very clearly how you're going to manage this. You'd need to create detailed processes, whether they're entirely new processes or maybe modifications and enhancements to your existing business processes. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Asking the above-defined questions will help a great deal. For example, who would handle responding to queries on product enhancements or customer support requests? What are the social media policies which would need to be in place? Across which channels would one respond? One might logically be inclined to just respond via the same social channels. But additionally, it's worthwhile to think about data flow and integration data with your CRM systems or your FAQs, etc. These six questions will help you define your process, which will help internal collaboration, customer satisfaction, and ultimately result in business benefits. It will take time to create and implement these processes. You need to plan for this, and making some of these timelines public could prove beneficial in assuring your customers that you're working on their requests. For example, if you're adding a product feature based on customer feedback, it's a great idea to publicly share the implementation timeline. Similarly, you might want to publicly acknowledge a problem and provide timely updates on how and by when you intend to fix it. On another front, you might state that you're not present on a particular channel, for example, Google+, which is currently the new shiny social channel, and probably state that you are still evaluating it and will get back on an X date about whether you will use it for interacting with your clients or not. Once you've worked out all the details, such as which teams need to do what, how will you engage external advocates and influencers, and how you'll measure success, it's time to execute. Monitoring, reviewing, and refining these steps is the last but most crucial aspect to ensure you've successfully leveraged the social business insights you've gained. This is a cyclical process which you need to undertake. To summarize, the time spent rallying the teams, defining the structure, the processes, the timeline, and finally executing and reviewing is the framework you need to ensure you successfully leverage social intelligence for your business.